Good afternoon, Viking family. This is LaKayla Hodges
And Paris Shanks.
with the Daily News.
You can be rich in spirit, kindness, love, and all those things that you can't put a dollar sign. Dolly Parton. And now for a moment in Black history.
Everybody wants to come in on top. That's whether it's the Super Bowl, whether it's the World Series, the NBA Finals, or being the heavyweight champion. There's nothing like being the greatest ever. So right now, I want to talk to you about someone who is considered one of the greatest of all time, and that person's name is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was a legendary boxer known for floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. So right now, let's have a little fun talking about Muhammad Ali. For example, with Muhammad, he was born on January 17th, 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, a lot of people don't know that he wasn't always named Muhammad Ali. That's right, when he was born, his real name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. His dad, Cassius Sr., was a sign painter, and his mom, Odessa, worked as a maid, and they all lived there in Louisville. Now, growing up there in Louisville, Kentucky, young Cassius had to deal with what was called segregation. With segregation, basically, African Americans couldn't go to places like schools or restaurants or any kind of public place where white people were, so they had to go to their own separate place for things like that. And that's how Cassius lived there because, once again, Louisville was segregated. Another neat story about Muhammad Ali was when he was a kid, someone had stole his bike. So when he went looking for it, he told a policeman that someone had stole his bike, and he said whoever stole his bike, he was going to beat them up. Well, that police officer's name was Joe, and Joe was a boxing coach. So he told Muhammad, before you try to beat somebody up, why don't you come down to the gym with me, and I'll teach you how to box. Well, then young Cassius decided, I'll take you up on that offer, Joe, and he went down and learned how to box. Soon after that, he saw that he was really good at boxing because he was so quick. As an amateur, he fought 105 fights and won 100 of them, so he did really good starting off. Young Cassius also won what were called Golden Glove Championships and went on to win a gold medal in the Olympics in 1960, beating all the competition there. Cassius continued on to box and won many fights in his boxing career, and then he finally got his chance to go for the heavyweight championship of the world in 1964. That was where he went up against then champion Sonny Liston. Well, needless to say, Sonny Liston was no match for young Cassius Clay, and Cassius Clay beat Sonny Liston in 7 rounds to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, when it came to trash talk, meaning that he would talk smack to all the fighters who went up against him trying to make them get scared of him, Cassius Clay called himself the greatest. Another thing he would always say, like I said before, was he floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. Now, in 1964, things changed for Cassius Clay. That's because he joined the religion of Islam. And with Islam, he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Cassius X. And then, later on, he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. Many people questioned the change, but Muhammad went on with the name. And then, during that time, there was a war going on, and Muhammad was drafted. What drafted means is, the government tells you that you have to go and fight in the war for your country. But with Muhammad Ali, he didn't want to fight because he said it was against his religion, so he didn't go. Well, that also made a lot of people mad. So in 1967, Muhammad Ali was stopped from fighting by the Boxing Commission and did not return to boxing until 1970, 3 years later. Now, when he returned, he was ready to go and take on the world, of course, to get his boxing championship back. After returning back to the boxing ring in 1970, Ali went on to fight some of the greatest fights in boxing history, with the fight of the century against Joe Frazier, where he did lose. He also had the Rumble in the Jungle with George Foreman, and he knocked him out. And then he had the Thriller in Manila, where Muhammad Ali finally came back and beat Joe Frazier. So to say the least, Muhammad Ali had some of the greatest fights of all time and retired in 1981 from boxing. So when it comes to the world of boxing and standing up for what you believe in, always think of Muhammad Ali, the greatest.
Attention seniors, Valdosta State University is waiving the application fee from February 15th through the 23rd. Apply today at www.valdosta.edu/apply.
Denidra Rashard Johnson's Best All-Around Excellent Award is offering a $1,000 scholarship to a deserving student. Must have at least a 3.0 GPA and 1 college acceptance letter. Deadline to apply is March 31st. See Ms. C. Ross in the attendance office for more details.
Attention future Rattlers, the FAMU 2020 Spring Preview is approaching. Meet the Director of Admissions, Deans, and Professors, Athletic Coaches, and more. Need more info? See Ms. C. Ross in the attendance office.
Sunday, March 1st, 2020, the Special Olympics Track and Field event is from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. 8 community service hours will be awarded for volunteers.
Attention seniors, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated is awarding one deserving female high school senior a $100,000 scholarship to cover their educational expenses. Please see Ms. Stafford in room 1136 for an application.
Attention juniors, do you need assistance submitting applications for college? Want more information about scholarships and financial aid? Need help with test-taking strategies? The CARS program is for you. Sign up today using the Google form on our school's website or stop by to see Ms. C. Ross in the attendance office. Space is limited.
The Miami National College Fair is coming Sunday, February 23rd, 2020. There will be over 200 colleges to apply to. See Ms. C. Ross today to sign up. Come while there is availability.
Still undecided about going to college? St. Thomas University is accepting applications and is waiving the application fee. You can also win a guaranteed $1,000 scholarship. Also, those students who are attending Bethune-Cookman University, a $1,000 scholarship is available. See Ms. C. Ross in the attendance office for more information. Attention all JROTC cadets. JROTC military ball tickets are on sale now and will end February 24th. The tickets are on sale for $36.50. And now for sports.
Today there will be a track meet taking place at Traspel Stadium at 2:30 p.m. Let's go Vikes!
And that will conclude the afternoon announcements.
Have a great day, Viking family.